Princess Maria of Denmark visits the Dan Church Aid in Copenhagen. King Willem-Alexander and Queen Maxima of the Netherlands host a courtesy visit from the Grand Ducal couple of Luxembourg. And the princely family of Monaco celebrates Fête Nationale in Monacoville. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all are having a wonderful day today. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Wednesday, November 19th, 2025. In Monacoville, their Serene Highnesses, Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene of Monaco, accompanied by His Serene Highness, Hereditary Prince Jacques of Monaco, and Her Serene Highness, Princess Gabriella of Monaco, celebrated Fête Nationale 2025. The history of Fête Nationale Monégasque dates back to the reign of Prince Charles III of Monaco, a time when the principality became a modern and truly independent state with a national flag, diplomatic representation abroad, and treaties signed with various powers. During the second year of his reign in 1857, Prince Charles III decided that November 4th, the feast day of his patron saint, be declared Fête du Souverain. Under his reign, the sovereign's patronal feast, which Monégasques referred to as La Fête du Prince, was regularly celebrated with a Te Deum at the St. Nicholas Cathedral, which was demolished in 1874 and rebuilt. Today, it is known as the Cathédrale de Monaco, or the Cathedral of Our Lady Immaculate. After the death of Prince Charles III on September 10, 1889, by a sovereign ordinance on May 8, 1890, Prince Albert I of Monaco fixed November 15th, which is St. Albert's Day, as Le Fête du Souverain. On June 26, 1922, Prince Albert I of Monaco passed away. Prince Louis II of Monaco's birthday on August 25th posed a problem. August was the month for holidays and business closures in the Principality. Prince Louis II then decided by sovereign ordinance on July 17, 1922, to fix Sovereign's Day, the term used in the ordinance, on July 17th, the day of St. Anthony, the patronal feast of his granddaughter, Princess Antoinette. Prince René III was born the following year on May 31st, 1923. On May 9th, 1949, Prince Louis II of Monaco passed away, and Prince René III of Monaco acceded to the throne. On July 4th, 1949, a sovereign ordinance was issued stating that Sovereign's Day would take place on April 11th, 1950. However, 2 years later, the date happened to fall on Good Friday. The sovereign ordinance was repealed in October 1951. Since 1952, Fête Nationale has been celebrated on November 19th. It is also the enthronement day, as well as the feast day of Blessed René of Arezzo, Prince René III's patron saint. On his enthronement day in 2005, Prince Albert II of Monaco decided to honor his father by keeping Fête Nationale Monégasque on November 19th instead of November 15th, which is the Feast of St. Albert. As in all countries, Fête Nationale is an opportunity for the Monégasque community to celebrate its national identity and traditions. On this occasion, Monégasque citizens and residents of the Principality gather around the sovereign prince and the princely family on the Place du Palais. So, returning to today's event. The celebrations began in the morning with the sovereign prince couple, Her Royal Highness, Princess Caroline of Hanover, and Her Serene Highness, Princess Stephanie of Monaco, attending a Te Deum presided over by Archbishop Dominique Marie David at the Cathédrale de Monaco. Also attending this morning's Te Deum was Her Royal Highness, Princess Alexandra of Hanover, Mr. Andrea Casaraghi, Mrs. Tatiana Santo Domingo Casaraghi, Ms. Charlotte Casaraghi, Mr. Pierre Casaraghi, Mrs. Beatrice Borromeo Casaraghi, Mr. Louis Ducroix, Mrs. Marie Ducroix, Miss Camille Gottlieb, Miss Melanie Antoinette de Massy, Mr. Gareth Whitstock, the Minister of the State of the Principality of Monaco, Mr. Christophe Mirmont, the Mayor of Monaco, Georges Marsan, and his wife, the President of the National Council, Mr. Thomas Brezzo, members of the Sovereign Prince's Court, government officials, representatives from various faith communities, and Monegasque citizens. After the Te Deum and a quick drive along the Rue Colonel Belando de Castro to the Palais Princier, members of the Sovereign Prince family, members of the princely family, the de Massy family, the Kelly family, and the Whitstock family attended an intimate reception held in the Salon de Glace. At 11 a.m., the Sovereign Prince family presided over the taking up of arms and the presentation of rank insignia in the Croix d'Honneur at the Palais. Also attending the event were Father Cesar Penzo, Archbishop Dominique Marie David, Mr. and Mrs. John J.B. Kelly III, Mr. Gareth Whitstock and his two daughters, Mr. Sebastian Neck de Massy, Mrs. Donatella Neck de Massy and their daughters, Christine, Victoria, and Alexia Neck de Massy, Mr. Antoine de Massy, and members of the Sovereign Prince's Court and government. At noon, the princely family and guests watched the traditional military parade on the Place du Palais. This year's guest participants were the fanfare of the 3rd Carabinieri Regiment of Lombardy-Milan. Their participation was held on the occasion of the 150th anniversary of diplomatic relations between the Principality of Monaco and Italy. And with that, bonne fête nationale à Monaco. On Tuesday, Her Serene Highness, Princess Stephanie of Monaco, and Miss Camille Gottlieb distributed packages to seniors at the foyer Reine III on the occasion of Fête Nationale. Last evening, in Windsor, Their Majesties, King Charles III and Queen Camilla of the United Kingdom, accompanied by His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, hosted a reception for members of the Diplomatic Corps at Windsor Castle. In Madrid, His Majesty, King Felipe VI of Spain, visited the new Juan Sebastian de Elcano headquarters of the Historical Archives of the Armada. The new building brings together materials that were previously spread across several locations and is part of the Navy's broader digital modernization. It currently holds more than 14 kilometers of records, with plans to expand that capacity to 28 kilometers by 2026, and eventually to 42 kilometers. The archives preserve thousands of documents from 1784 to the late 20th century, offering an essential resource for understanding the naval, scientific, and national history of Spain and its former overseas territories. In Den Haag, Their Majesties, King Willem-Alexander and Queen Maxima of the Netherlands hosted an incoming courtesy visit from their Royal Highnesses, Grand Duke Guillaume and Grand Duchess Stephanie of Luxembourg. The visit began with Their Majesties warmly welcoming the Grand Ducal couple to Palais House Tembos. In the mid-morning, the Grand Duke, along with the Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Mr. Xavier Bettel, held a meeting with the Prime Minister of the Netherlands. Following a meeting with the presidents of the Dutch Senate and the Chamber of Representatives at the seat of the States General, the Grand Ducal couple attended a private luncheon at Palais Noordeinde, hosted by Their Majesties. This morning, His Majesty, King Frederick X of Denmark, hosted the annual royal hunt at Gleipsko. Guests participating in the hunt included His Serene Highness, Prince Gustav Hassan Wittgenstein-Berleburg, and Baron Otto Riesthot. On Wednesday, Her Royal Highness, Princess Marie of Denmark, as patron, visited the Dan Church Aid in Copenhagen. According to the Royal Court of Denmark, during the visit, the princess participated in a meeting where she learned about the organization's, quote, humanitarian work, future focus areas, and new ways to engage Danes in their global work, end quote. Following the meeting, the princess met with employees from the We Food, fundraising and marketing, and humanitarian response departments. When meeting with the employees, the princess learned about initiatives addressing food waste and social supermarkets, as well as products that strengthen community engagement. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I really do appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow on Thursday, November 20th, with all the latest royal news and events. Until then, I sincerely wish each and every one of you, your family, your friends, and of course your pets, a wonderful afternoon. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you'd like, and click on the notification bell so you won't miss a new episode. Have a wonderful afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care and God bless.